anything without you with him. I'll tell you that now.
I ain't saying different. But
Well, I'm just telling you.
I feel it this way. I'm going to bat. I go all the way. But you're supposed to.
And you know, anytime I've, you know,
Ain't the question, Donnie. You laxed up, pal. I seen you. Look. You know, when I say you struck out twice, you struck out 112 times with me. I accepted that you did everything right by me. You tried hard, and I let it out. I should have pulled you up a long time ago. Donnie, you see what you did by being like, you fucking ruined me.
All right. He hits you hard with that one by you being lax and letting this Rocky in. What's he saying? You should have known Rocky's a lame or what?
Yeah, you know, he's saying that I should have listened to him and not let him into the fold, lack of a better expression. And this is all my fault for not listening to him, not listening to his advice or orders, more so orders than advice.
Yeah. Now, were you the one, or was it your rabbi, your handler Jules, or who put Rocky into the equation?
That I'm not sure. I'm not too sure.
Okay, yeah, because that's it just made your life a little more difficult. No, a lot more difficult. Man.
Nobody can sell me down a river. See, Tony is a beautiful guy.
Well, I'll tell you now, anybody fucking does anything to hurt you, I'm going after them.
No, you just back away.
No, what do you mean back away?
Let me tell you something. Nothing's going to happen to me. But the question, you just back away as long as you don't want to. Just go in your own domain and that's it.
Joe, what is your own domain?
My own domain?
Yes.
I guess at that time it probably was Florida because we were starting up the nightclub. So I guess that's what he was talking about. But that went right through one ear and out the other ear.
Yeah. Because you have to. The guy, he don't stop. He's like a machine gun. Bop, 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 bop. All right, please continue.
Tony, he's a good crier, good guy. He cries poverty. Sonny spoiled him. Any place I ever went throughout the country, anybody pick up my tab? Everybody picked my tab, right?
That's
bosses did.
That's right.
No, this Tony lost prestige. I should have had Tony by the balls, but that I took advantage. I happen to like him a lot.
Well, you never took advantage of anybody.
That's right. I never did. And that's what's happening now. Like now, they make it. I told you to make moves. They had the balls to tell me he made a move for me and his kid and stuff like that.
Joe, one thing here. He and this is a little tough. He says Tony is a beautiful guy. I like Tony a lot. What is he, nuts? He's having a down, drag out battle with this guy.
Well, actually, I gotta laugh, Leo, because you're right. If you don't know the conversation, you can't follow it. He's not talking about Tony MIRRA. There was another undercover that was running the nightclub in Florida, and his name was Tony. And I had introduced Lefty to him when we decided, when it was decided to see if we can hook up a marriage between the Bonannos and Trafficante. The FBI had a nightclub in Florida that Tony was. There were two undercover agents in there, and Tony was one of them. So that's what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. All right. Because you see, it's okay. Thank you for explaining it to me and our listeners. Because he goes around the Cape of Good Hope.
Leo, let me ask you, do you think you can write a script? this convoluted?
No, Joe. I would have to bring you in and have you explain it to all the producers and the studio heads, And by the end, you would convince them, Joe. I have that. All right. Oh, he says one thing here, which I guess is what all mob guys are about. He says, everybody throughout the country picks up my tabs. Is that, I mean, does he go on the arm most of the time? Does he ever reach for a bill or a check?
I've never seen him reach for a check unless it was a breakfast check with me and him having a cup of coffee and a bagel.
So, Lefty Two Guns Ruggerio is like America's guest. Is that right?
Yeah. These guys like to spend money, but it's other people's. It's not their own.
Yeah. And they use their cachet as being a mafioso. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
From Jam Street Media.